everybody. Welcome to AudryeNow invites you. Growth, transformation. It's my show, I should know this, right? Growth, transformation, blissing, and joy or fun. This is Audrye, AudryeNow.com. Today is, I know evergreen, but I'm giving you the dates so you can see if there's relevance to anything that might come out of my mouth and going on in the world or not. Today is February 27th, 2021. We are one day short of the end of the month. And again, we're 20% into this century, which to me is amazing. So you can reach me at AudryeNow, AudryeNow.com, AudryeNowwater.com, and at my toll-free number is 1-888-757-3223. So today we're going to speak about how diverse are we? How diverse are you? How diverse are you? Do you even know? Do most of us even know? And our species, the level of diversity, the layers is amazing. I'm personally thrilled about it because the more diversity we have, the better, the easier are our chances as a species and as individuals to evolve and grow, provided we use that diversity in a loving, beautiful, amazing way. I am my own techie person right now. We are doing this YouTube in the Goddess Heart Gallery Salon. So let me tell you, just in case you're asking what's behind me. What's behind me is my 5-foot by 4-foot painting, one of the Audrye arts, art that opens the heart. This one right here behind me is called Circuitous Life. And you can't tell, I don't think, how glittery and amazing it actually is. And a little switch, can you see this one? It's on a slant. That is another 5-foot by 4-foot Audrye art that opens the heart, and that one is called Lacy Labyrinth, and the edges, every part of it is painted except the back, but every part wired to hang in all 4 directions. So let us begin. First, get comfortable. Loosen anything you're wearing that might be tight. I'm literally loosening the waistband of what I'm wearing because I'm going to be doing this with you. First, I'm going to lift my energy, then I'm going to guide you. And get ready to enjoy yourself. The purpose of these YouTubes, of all of them, is to spur all of us on to grow and evolve. And yes, if you'd like to participate with anything I do, you are definitely invited to do so. This is my Kangen water in my bottle. I am not in the bistro, the kitchen, so I'm not running off to show you my machine. I'll do that another time. We are in the gallery now. So what I'd be able to show you is art. We will stay with this one. Circuitous Life and Lacy Labyrinth. Okay, so loosen and get comfortable. If you haven't yet gone to the bathroom, go. If you didn't bring forth your water, Kangen water is what I recommend. Yes, I am a passionate consultant. If you want to be healthy, if you want to be able to clean your food of pesticides, this is what you want. If you want to be able to get rid of viruses and bacteria, you definitely want to be having the Kangen machine, especially the SD501 or the K8. I have the SD501. I also love the K8 and absolutely love the one I have. Want to know more? Go to AudryeNow Water, AudryeNowwater.com. When I figure out how to put labels and things like that on these YouTubes, then I'll do it. Until then, We get the best I can give you. So sit comfortably, loosen your clothing. Obviously, if you're driving, don't do any of this, just listen. Don't fully participate. Keep your eyes on the road. If you're preparing food, if you're doing sculpture, if you've got an awl in AWL in your hands, if you're doing art and you're poking the holes in the frames to put in the screw eyes, one of the things an artist has to do, focus on that. Meanwhile, now, we're going to be doing a 9-level breathing. We're going to be breathing into the root chakra, belly button, the tummy, the sacral, the heart, the throat, the third eye, the crown, above and beyond is like even beyond, and then there's space, which is way the heck out there. My guides have me do this. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when I do it. I obviously can't speak when I do it because I'm doing it. And after I do it, I will guide you. We'll probably do 1 round. And then you can practice on your own. Okay, so I like breathing always into the heart first and starting the energy there, which I can't speak when I do it. I do it, and I do prayers when I breathe because I'm asking for higher guidance. And normally when I'm teaching this or doing it, off comes the earrings, off comes the flower. I'm leaving it on right now for the cuteness, the prettiness, the beauty of it. But literally when I'm doing sessions, that's all off. Including this necklace. It's too heavy, pulls energy. This is such a fabulous way to lift your frequency all the way up. Okay, so sit comfortably. I sit cross-legged like this almost everywhere. Loosen everything that's tight. Loosen everything. And now I'm simply going to start you. Taking a nice deep breath into your heart. Breathe in golden light and let the rays of the light, like the rays of the sun, fill you up. And gently exhale, let go. Breathe in again. There's no debating this stuff. Breathe in again. Golden light in concentric circles around your heart, and then flooding you, filling you with light. And let go. Now breathe in white and golden light into your heart and fluff it out like fluffy clouds of beautiful white golden light with some fuchsia aspects. And now we begin. Slowly and softly breathe into your root, right by your belly button. Breathe it up to your solar plexus. Keep this breath going into your heart, your throat, your third eye, your crown chakra, above to the chakras here, beyond, way the heck above and beyond, and space. Hold that breath and gently with control begin to exhale. Space, beyond, above, crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, belly button, root, and hold that. We're going to do it again. Breathe in again, root, belly button, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, above, there were chakras there, beyond, and way out in space. Hold and gently release. Space, beyond, above, crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, belly button, and root. Hold. I'm going to do it one more time. Breathe in, root, belly button, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, above, beyond, and space. Hold and release slowly. Space, beyond, above, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, belly button here, and root. Complete your exhalation. Now gently, slowly, at your own pace, continue your breathing. If your eyes are closed, as mine are, and you choose to leave them closed, you may. If you choose to now come back into your eyes being open, not yet, not yet. First, gently and softly and slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently and slowly, at your own pace, begin to move your feet on your ankles, your hands on your wrists. Gently begin to move your body. Slowly and carefully and easily begin to move your head on your neck. And when your head is upright, facing forward, and when you feel ready, you may gently and slowly and softly open your eyes and notice how you feel. If you're taking notes, which you're welcome to do with all of this, or in any way tracking, have your pen, or however you do this, and write how you feel. Write how you feel. Now, just so you know, I do have notes. I write notes. These are my notes, just so you can see. That's it. That's notes for the show. I call it a show. So, how diverse are we? How diverse are we as a species, as individuals? Let's just look at sex and gender for a moment. Generally, sex has been separated as male and female. That might seem very simplistic these days, but the bodies of our species are generally male and female. And if you identify with the body you have these days, it's called, and it may have been for years, I didn't know it years ago, cis, male, cis female. I am cis female because I do identify with the female body, and I consider myself to be a woman of cisgender, binary, which means I'm heterosexual. I'm not a mix, although many people are. And there's not just like one level. Sexuality is a spectrum. It isn't just hetero or homosexual. There are blends. There's bisexual, there's ambisexual, there's metrosexual, there's words I don't even know. And I've written courses on sexuality because different people kind of discover who they are or exploring. And I've certainly explored. I have. And now it's at a different level. And some of what people are exploring now, I wasn't called to, which is why I didn't. And it's more open now for, say, people in their 20s. When I was in my 20s, this wasn't a language that most people were speaking. It had already happened. We had our first transgender operation, I believe it was in 1952, with Christine Jorgensen. It's the first I know of. I'm not saying it's the first, so I don't need you to call in. Well, I do. Call in, yes. And email me, AudryeNow, AudryeNow @gmail. But it's the first I'd ever heard of. And I think her name was first George, but I can't swear on that. And now there are many, many different ways of expression, often called gender identification. It's like when I get on the phone now to go on certain Zooms, the way people identify is your name, the pronouns you use. For me, it's she, her. For some, it's he, him. For some, it's they, them. In my book, Raising Race Consciousness, Healing Racism, Sexism, and Other Isms, I came out with the word Z-H-E, for transgender female, meaning male body transitioning into female identity, and often reassignment surgery. And there can be the top surgery and the bottom surgery. There can be both. There could be one. There could be the other, depending first on what the person chooses to have, and sometimes also clearly on finances, because these are not inexpensive deals. These cost some serious money. And insofar as I know, I haven't done latest research, at the moment I don't believe it's covered by insurance. And do I need to tell you that costs something? So people make choices. Now, so I said cisgender, okay. So it's like, think of yourself. How do you identify? And do you identify how you identify because it's really how you identify, or is it how you were conditioned? And it might be scary to break out of some of that conditioning. Not every family, not every culture, not every religion, not every anything makes it okay. When I was in my 20s, it was a major big deal, and a really huge deal, to even prefer somebody of a different complexion. And I discovered that you can see my complexion, I'm this, and that who I was attracted to were people with beautiful dark brown skin, known as black people. That's where my attraction went. Now, because there are so many mixtures, to me it's silly to just say black and white, well, light black, because light black, in truth, is a blend of black and white, or black and Asian, yellow. I'm being as respectful as I can, so if I don't know the politically correct language, I probably do not. I'm still coming from a place of love and respect and honor. And that's even more important than using all the latest in language, because that keeps shifting. So be aware of that. Even if somebody uses politically correct language, but inside themselves, they are angry or mocking or judging, that vibration is going to come through. And you don't have to be a psychic or a clairvoyant the way I am. To know this, we can all feel it. Kids know. Pets know. We know when somebody's and when they're we know this. It's innate. So how do you identify? Do you identify male? Do you identify female? Do you identify cis male, cis female? Both? Do you identify transgender? Do you identify, quote, straight, heterosexual? Do you identify homosexual, gay, lesbian? I don't want to use street language here. That's just guides. I am in a space where it is incumbent upon me to be lifting my frequency. I've been told this by one of my darlingest, dearest friends, that I have to be on even a higher frequency than I am to attract from this highest frequency. So that includes language. That includes language. And if, by the way, you would like to attract into your life a better life, I am requesting a better life, a more prosperous, abundant life, that means I have to be that. And I'm already a high frequency. Now it has to be even higher. Like I'm literally not allowed, and I haven't been for a while, to criticize myself. It has to be positive language, which is why the protective prayer. You can get free. You can get your copy of the protective prayer on the homepage of AudryeNow.com. And it's also in the blogs. I am going to start writing blogs again. I know it's been a long time, so I apologize. Oh, and by the way, and I know I'm jumping around, but hey, if you want to start getting your monthly free copy of Ask Audrye Gazette, then please sign up for it on the bottom of any page of AudryeNow.com. And if there are certain issues, concerns, topics you'd like me to write about, let me know. I will be writing some blogs about recipes because people have asked. So I'm raw vegan. I make food up, recipes regularly, and I don't always write them down. I make it, I eat it, it's done. So I will put some stuff in because my intention is to have us be a healthy planet. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, energetically. That's why I do this, okay? I'm born to help create transformation. And yes, because we've seen some of the mess. We don't need it, okay? And that includes any of us. If I have to upraise my frequency, I guarantee most of us do. And I don't mean I'm head and shoulders above everyone. No. I do know I'm not a regular, normal person. I have a different level of frequency. So it's important for all of us. So coming back to the whole thing on sex, with transgender, if you haven't seen the documentary Disclosure, I found it on Netflix. I don't know where else it is. It's wherever. Please watch it. It'll give you a major understanding. My intention is to call some of these people, see if I can reach them. They don't know me and I don't yet know them. So I don't yet want to give names because I haven't spoken with them. But these are phenomenal human beings. And although I do know some transgender people, I don't yet know these folks. And we're all our own unique being. And as long as you're treating yourself with respect and you're treating others with respect and you are honest and real and loving, then you're allowed to be. Not allowed to have sex with kids, that's a no. Not with animals, Not with somebody unable to say yes or no if they're inebriated or their mental capacity is unable to say yes or no, nor to really hurt anyone. You're not allowed to whip them and hurt them and cut them. That's a no. Anything else between consenting adults, people of age, proper age, and being honest, it's your choice. It's your choice. If someone else doesn't like it, don't sleep with them. I mean, I know that sounds kind of casual, but really, don't sleep with them. Okay, so what else did I want to say? Okay, so I said a whole bunch. What I want to ask is, what are we going to do? What are you going to do? What's anybody going to do when the hybrid starts showing up? I mentioned this in last week. And that's the blend of human, of whatever kind, and beings from another planet. And yes, they exist. And do I believe some are here on this earth? I do. I've had friends who have met some. I've not, to my knowledge, but I know people who I trust who have. So, have I seen some of it energetically? Yeah. And some not so nice, and some wonderful. So that's part of what we are. We have a very huge diversity in our sexuality and our gender identifications, and I think it's going to go even into more aspects. Some people say there's only two sexes, but there's lots of gender identifications. I'm not going to quibble over words and get into a thing about that. I'm simply mentioning that usually, so far, our bodies show up as the male body or the female body. Now and then there are people that have both sexual organs, and now and then there are some that have none. Insofar as I know at this time, that is rare. When, if, and when that becomes more common, I'm not saying it will, that'll be another way of identifying sex, because we have heretofore, up to now, pretty much identified sex by the sexual organs. However, there are studies being done and have been done for a while, this isn't new, that male bodies have different brain connections, especially to the cerebellum. Female has more connections, male less, if I'm remembering which it is. And sometimes people who are transgender have the brain of the body that they identify with, which is one of the reasons that they are transgender and crave to be in that body, because it's how they are and identify and feel inside. So who is anyone else to say to them, no? If you don't have that, you don't know what it's like. It's that simple. I do recommend that if someone is planning to have transition surgery, I do feel someone should be an adult, not a child. Of course, hormones happen and can change how someone feels until they're of an age to really choose, because once you've had the surgery, it's kind of done. And that's where I'm feeling at this point. Now, where's number 1, 2, 3? I'm looking to see, okay. So how diverse are we? I mentioned something about this whole thing called race and this whole thing with racism. I know we're one race, but then I laugh at that also. Okay? I've got this really interesting sense of humor. So we're Homo sapiens, right? Are we? Some people in certain parts of the world also have Neanderthal DNA. In other parts of the world, they have Denisovian, I think I'm saying it correctly, DNA. In several different other parts of the world, they have different DNA from the proto-humans that existed a couple of 100,000 years ago, because humans were not what we call humans, what you all call humans, were not the only humans running around loose. There were a number of us. And the Denisovians and the Neanderthals and the others that the name I was not yet able to quite pronounce, but there's at least six different kinds. There might be more, but there were at least 6. And humans, Homo sapiens, both fought them. We can be a volatile species, as well as being humans, slept with them, had sex with them. Sorry about that. That is how humans have that, not everyone, but a lot have that DNA within. And it's been shown, this is scientific stuff, the next thing I'm going to say, that those people who have some Neanderthal DNA in them, that's been a protection for them regarding this COVID situation. So nobody is less than, not even in all those species. Everybody had abilities. It wasn't that humans were automatically better. No, just different. Just different. And the humans might have won out. Maybe they were more ferocious. I don't know that that's always a good thing, by the way. And it's not a good thing right now on the earth. We have to go beyond that conditioning to a higher plane. All of us, a higher frequency. That's a very old, atavistic way of being. And we do not want to obliterate anything that isn't what you think of as us. And that means whether you think you're white, whether you think you're black, whether you think you're yellow, red, tan, mixed, brown, biracial, triracial, in between, a mixture of Asian, Chinese or Japanese or Thai or any, if I'm leaving someone out, which I know I am, I apologize, or black. And in Africa, I've been to Africa and I know a lot of people from Africa. Everybody's different. The people in Benin are different than the people in Ghana. And the people in Benin are not all the same, any more than the people in Europe, who are generally white. I mean, everybody's around there now, but they're not all the same. People who are in England, who started, are different than the people in Spain, different than the people in France, and yet all white people. I have curly hair. Notice curly. Curl is completely natural. The color is enhanced. Not everybody's got this. Some have straight as sticks. That's not me. People, the first peoples of this continent, my friend calls it first people. Some call it Native American, which I find silly because they were pre-American. And there were various different groupings called tribes. They're not identical. There are different qualities and characteristics. And when we blend, and then the blends blend, that blends, you can't say you're only this. Nor does it work to say, well, we're all mixtures. No, we're not going back 100,000 years. Let's just go back at most 7 generations and see what's happening there. And then notice, I mean, I have a lot of friends, and some of them would say, well, I'm black. And then I look at them and they go, okay, so my mother is this and that, and my father is this, that, and the other, and his mother was that one and this, and his father was that and this, and so we get to see that there are blends. But because of culture, looking to just make it this little strict striations, whether for political or to join together to have a cultural identity, and what you are biologically may not be who you identify with culturally. It may not be the music you like, it might be not be the food you eat, not be the clothing you wear, which doesn't mean something called cultural appropriation, which is usually, not always, white people looking to copy black people without giving any credit. Zip. So it's theft, which is completely wrong and inappropriate. And yes, I said that. And you didn't earn it. You don't have the frequency for it necessarily, nor did you give credit. That's like, nyeh. Or when certain people were straightening their hair to be culturally acceptable. That's to me ludicrous. Just dumb. If you're doing it because it's easier, fine. But because somebody once said to me, and I'm not going to say who, that I didn't have professional hair. So, okay, I know I have a flower. We're not talking about that. We're talking about hair here. I said, really? Yes. I was told by this person, professional hair is straight. So, I just looked at this person. I went, really? I'm from New York. I can do that. I said, no, that's your brainwashing. Professional hair can be this hair because this is the hair I have. So it's professional on me. I don't need, nor do I want, straight hair. If you've got straight hair, good. If you like straight hair, yay. That's you. Wasn't me. Nor was I going to straighten it so I could fit into somebody's delineation or definition of what it was to be professional. No, not happening. So back to how diverse are we? What about religion? I'll just do a little on this because we've done a half hour and I don't want to take too much of your time. We can do this next week. I was going to read some stuff. So next week, we will get into how diverse are we and talk a little bit about religion. And yes, might you get triggered? Yeah, you might. Do you have to? No. I'm not denouncing anything. I'm just giving you information and perspectives. As Arsenio Hall did when he had a show. So, because to me it is vital that we get rid of isms, racism, sexism, xenophobia, Islamophobia, Antisemitism, Ageism, classism, foodism. I mean, I'm a vegan, mostly raw vegan. Do you know what that's like? Now it's easy. Not years ago, let me tell you. No. Now it's like a fad, but it's more, now we need it for the planet. Hello? So I'm doing everything I can, including these YouTubes, to free ourselves of it. So my current course that I just finished the first draft yesterday, yes, I did the first draft of the course, is ISM FREEDOM. Be free of the causes and effects of racism, sexism, and other isms. I am giving a special deal, boy. This is a 6-week course. I still have to edit it, take out extra material, put in stuff I didn't put in. What else do I have to do? Reread then the whole thing after I've done it first, see what the heck it is, smooth it out, and make it so it really snaps, crackles, and pops. And then I have to do audios. You get one audio a day, 30-minute audio, and have videos done for me, unless I do these, but we'll see. And then my web guy creates it so it's an online course. He's the techie guy. I'm other. So right now, you can get this course for $330. It's normally $600, and I've been advised to charge $900. I am keeping it at $600 because I want to make this, I choose to make this easily affordable to just about anyone. And yes, there are payment arrangements. And the guarantee of this course, my courses have guarantees. If you do the course as it's designed to be done, which means at minimum listening to the half-hour audio that you will get every day and doing what it says while you listen, you will complete the course truly a lot more free of the causes and effects of any of these isms. And almost everyone I know has experienced it. I have. We'll save that for next week. So the way you would pay, and I don't know if I'm holding $330 forever and a day. Right now it's the pre-launch price. Is you PayPal, your PayPal, to Audrye22, Yeah, AUDRE22 at AOL. And if you are going to get it for the $330, make sure you write it's for the ISM course. Because that's what I charge for one private session with me. You would get the whole course for what it costs for one private session with me. So I need to know. Anyway, I wish you blessings. I thank you for being interested in your own growth and development. Please share these videos if you love them. Share. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, youtube.com/AudryeNow, AudryeNow. And definitely let me know what you would like me to speak about. Right now we're keeping technology simple because I'm doing it. When I'm in another space and others can help, we'll do falderall and this and that and all kind of stuff. But right now, simple. So let me send out healing energy to you. Bless yourself. Know that you're worthy. Know that I'm grateful for your participation, for your love, for your support, for your own growth. And thank you so much. I'm going to complete by sending out healing energy to you. If you don't want it, I'll have it like on the outer edge, but I will send out the energy of light. Thank you. Bye.